acute bleed has stopped and after the patient has been given green signal from the hematologist for physiotherapy, usually the bleeds which occur are at the knee and at the ankle and at the wrist and elbow, because these are weight bearing joints. That is, we apply weight during walking on the knee and ankle, so usually your knees are affected more. So after the patient has been green signal by the hematologist for physiotherapy, the first exercise what we give is the isometric exercises. This isometric exercise, you have to take a pillow roll or a towel roll it, put it under the knee, and you ask the patient to press the pillow down with the knee. Press the pillow down. So yeah, please press. Hold it. Count a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. So you will ask the patient. If the patient is feeling pain, then you ask the patient to stop. If there is a little pain, then you can ask him to press very little so that there is no pain. Okay, so this is the first basic exercise which we give for a knee joint bleeding. The second one is you ask the patient to press his heel down now. Now we have asked the patient to press the knee. This time we'll ask the patient to press the heel down without pressing the knee. Okay, so now press my hand down with your heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Don't press your knee. Okay. Again, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. So this is your second exercise for knee joint. Now the third exercise is we ask the patient to bend till how much he can. Because of the number of days of immobilization, there would be a restriction of movement during bending. So how much he is able to bend only. The patient should not force himself to bend more. Okay, so please bend your knee till how much you can. And again extend. Again and extend. So this he can do 5 times. We are starting, we are going to progress slowly. So today if he is doing 5 times, maybe tomorrow if he is still comfortable, we can ask him to do 7 times. Then we can progress to 10 times. Then we can add sets. Okay, so this is another exercise. So another exercise for the knee is you ask the patient to bend the opposite knee and lift the affected knee. Lift it up straight. Don't bend the knee. From down, up. Lift this leg up.
Okay.
And hold. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, just hold.
Hold. Only hold. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. If the patient is not able to hold, the knee on the leg on the top, then you can ask him just to lift and put down.
Okay.
Lift and put down. And so while lifting and putting it down, I would assist him to do that if he is having any pain. If he has pain. If he does not have pain, he can do it actively. Okay? This is another exercise. Please sit. Another basic exercise what we can give is, he can lift his knee till how much he can. Lift till how much he is comfortable. And slowly down. Up and slowly down. This is another exercise. These 2 exercises we can do it when the patient is able to sit with his legs outside. So this, if the patient's strength is good and he has no pain only, we have to attempt. Otherwise you should not attempt this exercise. The first exercise what we suggest for an ankle bleed is to move the toes. So toe movements, move your toes. This is the first exercise which we can suggest for an ankle bleed. The second exercise, within the patient's comfort range, we can ask him to move his foot up and down. Move your foot up and down till his comfortable range. He should not force, or we should not force him to force more movement. Okay. Then another exercise, if he is comfortable with this exercise, then we can ask him to do circles. So yeah, clockwise circles and anti-clockwise circles. You can ask him to do these exercises. So So these are the exercise for the ankle. Now in knee bleeds, the common problem is the deformity of knee bleeds is they have this deformity. This is called a flexion deformity. So in such cases, we ask while exercising, we ask the patient to put the pillow here when the knee is bent like this. Put the pillow here and ask him to press the knee down. So he will not be pressing at the pillow, but he will be pressing the air. So when he is doing that, slowly his joint will come into extension when he is doing this exercise. Yeah, press down, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. So this is one exercise. And when we are asked, at home, when he is sleeping, if there is a flexion deformity, we ask the patient to put pillow under the legs, not under the knees. So with the gravity, at least the knee will come down. That is one. Now suppose the patient has a hip bleed or a psoas bleed, what we call. The patient is suggested to lie on his stomach more often, because the main deformity at hip is this deformity, what you can get. So any of these deformities can cause change in the walking pattern. So to relieve that, to reduce this deformity over here, we suggest the patient to lie on his stomach during the day. Coming to the upper limb, coming to your hands, the main bleeds which occur are at the elbow. Because elbow bleeds can occur because of excessive writing. It can occur because of throwing, a jerky throw. Okay, those are the causes for an elbow bleed. So in that case, after the hematologist has given a green signal for physiotherapy for elbow, you have to start exercises with this. This is called an elbow skater. Okay, where you put it on the table. Once the patient is allowed for exercise, he has to do this movement. This is the movement he needs so that he can at least bring his hand to the mouth. So for this movement to occur, we have something called an elbow skater. So we give the elbow skater, we position the patient on the table with support of the pillow under the elbow and ask him to bend the elbow towards him till how much he can and extend till how much he can. No forceful movement again. Like in the knee, no forceful movement. At the elbow also, no forceful movements. So slowly his range of motion will improve with this exercise. And we don't start heavy exercises until the range is a bit more or the patient is comfortable. Because again during the exercise there are chances of bleed. So we have to avoid weight bearing or strengthening exercises till the range is better or till there is no bleeds yet. Or wrist and hand bleeds, you can give, there's an exercise for the grip. So you can give a smiley ball or a physio ball, what we call, give it to the hand and the patient is suggested to press and relax, press and relax. Any of the exercise he should not get any pain. So during pressing the ball also he should not have any pain. So once the range of motion has improved at the elbow, you can start something like this. This is called a mini cycle where the patient will move the joint along with his normal hand. So with this movement, more range can be improved. Now you can either increase the resistance or decrease the resistance depending. So if he is able to take resistance, you can make it tight. If he is not able to take and only you want movement, then he can do it in a free resistance way. So this is one mini cycle. This is a very good piece of equipment and it's very affordable also. Cycle which can be used after the range of motion at the knee has improved. So if you want more range of motion, you can use this cycle. This cycle we give because it is very easy for the patient to mount. Now in a normal stationary cycle, he has to get up, he has to sit on it and then pedal. But in this cycle, he does not need to sit. He can sit on his chair also and he can just pedal. So if we want more movement at the knee, we can ask the patient to come more forward. So there will be more movement at the knee. So if he's unable to do that, we suggest him to go back so that he can have a free movement. So after your elbow bleed and after the range of motion is improved, we have to even do the shoulder muscle exercise also. We cannot ignore the shoulder because of the elbow bleed, he will not use his hand. So his shoulder muscles also can go weak. So this is the first exercise what we suggest the patient to do at the shoulder. So everyone has a bottle at home, so they can fill the bottle with water. If it is heavy with 1 liter water, you can reduce the water. So in a half liter bottle also you can take, and this is one exercise which he can do. And another exercise is asking him to do at the side. Yeah, move the hand to the side. This is one exercise. So we don't do more than 10 repetitions. More than 10 repetitions can cause the muscle to get tired fast. So we can either increase the sets afterwards. So 10 repetitions, one set. So if the patient is comfortable, we suggest him to do another set. That's all. The same with the same bottle, you can do even the elbow. Flex and extend. This is another exercise what you can do. With the same bottle, wrist, keep it forward, up and down. This is for the wrist. And turn, up and down. This is for the wrist. Straight. If the patient is comfortable. If he is not comfortable, then the same exercise can be done taking support at the table. Same. Wrist. For the wrist, you can support the elbow and do the exercise. So wrist in this position and forearm in this position, up and down. So this is one exercise. And in this position also you can do your elbow movement, taking support at the elbow. This is another exercise. These are the basic exercises what about a hemophilia patient can do at home. So for more information, please free to contact me here at CCF Children Cancer Foundation at Little Stars Children Hospital, Panjagutta. I'll be here between 5 and 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays.